What up, everybody? It's Sinny, and this is Gems of War. And today we're gonna continue doing arena with different hero weapons and increasingly getting harder difficulty on the ones that go 8 and 0 all the way through arena on normal. We'll up the difficulty. So here we're starting with the commons. You have to pick a common out of 3 choices, and we have Remnant. It explodes 2 random gems and gains 5 to a random skill. So that would be good for collecting 70% of mana on each one you explode. We have Priestess. Cleanse an ally and give them 8 armor and barrier. It's not too bad. That'd be good for defensive purposes. And we also have Fortress Gate. Gain 9 armor. And that has a bonus this week, so it has 10% to its stats. Don't know if that matters in arena, but I picked Priestess. The rest of them were trash. Second choice would have been the Remnant. Transform a selected mana color to blue as the Valkyrie. The Etten is destroy a column, gain 5 attack. Steam Turret is deal 13 damage randomly split among enemies. So, with Valkyrie we could transform a selected mana color to blue, so we could use a blue hero weapon. And that's what I pick. So we have Priestess and Valkyrie so far. Next we have Tuskar. Tusk of War, deal 5 damage to an enemy boosted by my life. Dragon Moth, deal 4 damage to an enemy. If there are 13 or more red gems, explode them all. Sunbird, Resurrection, deal 12 damage randomly split amongst enemies boosted by my life. Die and rise from the ashes. So I picked Sunbird. It's pretty good troop. So we have Priestess, Valkyrie, and Sunbird. So now we have to find our hero's weapon that we're going to test this time on normal. So I went with blue because Valkyrie's going to be changing color to blue and getting an extra turn pretty much every time. So we're going to have a ton of blue. So I'm going to look at all the blue weapons here. And I wanted to say here, I'm looking back at my old Gems of War videos just for a reference to what we have done so far, which hero weapons we've done. The first one we did was Creeping Death, and we went 8 and 0. So we did Creeping Death on normal, it went 8 and 0. Then we did Runic Blade on normal, and it went 8 and 0. So those are pretty much the two. Before they brought all these new hero weapons out in the Soul Forge, those were probably the 2 best hero weapons, was Creeping Death and Runic Blade. So both of those went 8 and 0 on normal, so they're moving on to the next round. Still searching for the blue weapon I want to use. Vile Flask is pretty good. And there's a couple freeze weapons you can get. We'll see here in a second what I pick. We also did, what is it called? Spider Totem. Spider Totem went 8 and 0, or it got 8 wins. So yeah, it's allowed. The weapon's allowed to lose once, but it has to get 8 wins. It has to get the full reward to count to move on to hard, or the next difficulty after normal. So I'm looking at Ghost Bane. Deal 11 damage to the healthiest enemy and remove all blue gems to boost damage at a 2-to-1 rate, I think. So I'm going to try that one. I don't know if I've ever used it before, but we're going to be creating a lot of blue gems, so I figured it would hit pretty hard. And it costs like 12, I think. 12 blue. So Valkyrie will make all those blues for Ghostbane, and then it'll hit the healthiest, which is usually the hero. So we'll knock down their hero. It should be okay, but we'll see. I'm not going to spoil if it got 8 wins or not. You'll have to watch the rest of the video to see. And take the extra turn there, obviously. So Spider Totem got 8 wins. I think it lost one. I'll have to go back and watch, but that doesn't matter. It still got its 8 wins. It still got the full reward. So I'm going to count it. It's going to move on to the next round. We got our Valkyrie up, so I picked brown because we had a lot of brown on the board, so that makes a lot of blue on the board. Now there's 11 blue, so Ghost Bane is ready to go. 2-to-1 ratio, so that's going to hit for what? $16, it looked like. And then it got a couple skull cascades in, so we really knocked down their hero, almost killed it. We have our Sunbird up. Resurrection, it's going to kill itself, but the good thing about that is it'll come back with full health and shield. So if it's injured at all, that's a really good time to cast that. So I used Priestess on our hero just to make it even harder to kill. We don't want our hero dying. This whole team is basically the hero and the Valkyrie. And the Sunbird's in just to throw down a little more damage and to be a pretty damn good back tank. So, what else? Let's see. Serpentine Dagger, I think went 8-0. Yeah, Spider Totem got 8 wins, so that moves on. Here we get blue and skulls. We're almost done with the first match. Just the Naga left. We got our Valkyrie up. Cast it on something with a lot of gems on the board, or you just want an extra turn with Valkyrie. Just make sure you get an extra turn. Don't even cast it unless you're going to get extra turn, unless it's a very special situation and you just need a little bit of mana to finish somebody off or something. There we go with the skull damage for our first win. So Ghost Bane 1-0 so far. I'm gonna have to look at this Serpentine Dagger. I think it went 8-0, but I'm gonna check. Or at least got 8 wins. We shall see. Extra turn with the blue, that gets our Ghost Bane going a little bit. Some yellow for Priestess. Sunbird gets some mana there too. Skull damage. Looks like the Golem's getting a double buff this week. Must be mechs. I don't know, what would it be? Anyway, it's getting twice the buff. It's a 20%. Golem, Slam, Exploded Gem. Cockatrice, of course, entangles and drains you. Losing my controller here. Hold on a sec. Move somewhere safer. There goes Ghost Bane. Hits the healthiest target on the other team. Purple extra turn. Good for Sunbird. Some more purple. That'll get us our Sunbird up. If I choose to take it. No. Red's always good too because of Valkyrie. Basically want to get that Valkyrie up as soon as possible. Sunbird is up. Got some skulls there. We don't want to lose our heroes, so we might as well just take them. But there's an extra green turn, so we don't. We don't have any green, but we'll take that extra turn so they don't. Skull damage. Knock down their hero a little bit. Cockatrice sucks to play against. Drains your mana, entangles you. Never fun to face, and I like having one on my team when I can. Really messes with you without even damaging you. So I'll take a cockatrice anytime. Anytime it's one of the choices, I would definitely consider it. Got our Ghost Bane up again. Time to do some damage. Do I want to take that extra turn, or do I want to do the damage? I take the damage to kill their hero. Now they're pretty damn crippled. They don't have much they can do. They can annoy the hell out of me, but I don't think they can beat me. I take out their golem. Now they just have cockatrice. And one other troop, I forget the troop's name there. Take out cockatrice, only one left. Man, I know that. It's on the tip of my tongue and I can't think of it. Got Valkyrie up, Sunbird's up. Pretty much match. Could just use Sunbird, I think, and win. But we go ahead and use Valkyrie. Now we have Ghostbane also. Yes, and Serpentine Dagger did win 8 times. There's our second win, so Ghostbane is 2-0. Ghost's Bane. Blue weapon. Damages the healthiest enemy and takes all the blue off the board at a 2-to-1 rate for more damage. But yes, Serpentine Dagger, I went back and looked. It did get 8 wins. It lost once. So same as Spider Totem. So that's what we've done so far. There may be one more. Let me check here. Just for the record, that's just what we've done so far. Got our Ghostbane up. They have Quasit, Night Terror, and Blade Dancer, I think. And Runic Blades. That's a pretty damn good team. Hopefully we can win. I feel like I'm always burpy when I do these commentaries. I think it's just all the air, hot air coming out of my face. My body's not used to it, so I'm not much of a talker, except for when I do commentary. Oh, let's see. Yeah, so Spider Totem, Serpentine Dagger. Okay, Summer's Fury, that's one we did last time. I think it got 8 wins, yeah. It was either 8-0 or 8-1. So that's all we've done so far in this research that we're doing as far as which hero weapons are good for Arena and how far can they go. To reiterate, Creeping Death went 8-0 on normal. Runic Blade went 8-0 on normal. Spider Totem went 8-1, but still completed the challenge on normal. Got the full reward, so that's all that matters. Serpentine Dagger went 8-1. It also completed the challenge, and we'll move on to the next round. Summer's Fury. Can't remember if it went 8-0 or 8-1, but I'm about to check while we finish up this third matchup here with Ghost's Bane. Ghost Bane. Alright, all they have is Quasit and Night Terror left. I think we got this one in the bag because we have all of our troops up. They do have a Quasit up. I don't think that's going to help too much though. That's more of a debuff troop, I think. And at this point, they need to pull one out of their butt. Got the skull damage, knocked him down to 3. Green extra turn. So get some different gems on the board. Pretty much. So we don't have green. Wow, I had a really good team with Summer's Fury, didn't I? Goblin and Saber-Tooth Tiger. Or Lion. And Drake Rider, that's pretty good. For a random team, you know. And there we go. Is that the third victory? Battle 3? Yep. 3-0 for Ghost's Bane. So far, so good. Ghost Bane didn't, Okay, so this team has Runic Blade, Baby Dragon. Deal 4 damage to a random enemy and transform into a random dragon. Goblin Shaman, create 7 green gems, give a random ally 3 to a skill or health or something like that. Deal 12 damage for Ancient Horror and get some skill.
Mana Surge.
If I think it kills, it gets 6 to a skill or something like that. And it has a buff this week. But so far so good on the Ghost Bane, 3-0. It hasn't really run into too much of trouble yet. Okay, so Summer's Fury went 8-0. So that's good. So it'll be moving on. And that's where we're at this point. Creeping Death went 8-0. Runic Blade went 8-0. Spider Totem went 8-1. Summer's Fury went 8-0. And what was the other one? Serpentine Dagger went 8-1. There's a freaking airplane flying overhead. So that's what we've done so far. I'm surprised I haven't done the brown weapon, the Dragonator. Because I kind of like that one. So which ones haven't I done yet that I want to do? But that's the problem with this challenge. You can't go in thinking you're gonna do a certain weapon because that's not how it's done. We can narrow it down to each color, like the best weapons for each color, because you see, you pick your common first. Gives you 3 choices. You pick your common. So we picked Priestess here. That doesn't really, I mean, a hero weapon with armor, damage based on armor, would do well with Priestess, but that's about it. And then we got Valkyrie, so that pretty much decided that we are going to use a blue hero weapon. Unless a really good ultra rare troop, a blue ultra rare troop had popped. And then maybe we could have used that for Valkyrie instead. And then we could have done something with the Priestess, the shield. You always want to, that's what you want to do. You want to just pick the best common out of 3. And then you move to your rare. And you want to pick the best one out of that, obviously, but take into consideration the common that you picked. And then the ultra rare, it's the same thing. You want to pick the best one out of that, but you also have to consider which common did I pick, which rare did I pick. So, and you can't like take all the same colors. You kind of want to spread out and grab a different color for each one, so you're covering more of the colors. So it's hard to go in thinking you're going to use a certain hero weapon. You can't do that. You kind of have to base it on what random troops you get. So Ghost Bane now, 4-0. Off to a great start, but it could always choke. Got some skulls, got some mana there. For our Valkyrie, that's great. A good start. Looks like they have Runic Blade again. That just proves it's one of the best hero weapons. People pick that almost. If they don't have Dawnbringer, then they pick Runic Blade usually. I'd say a third of the time I see Runic Blade. And you can just see that in this arena. This is like the 3rd time, and this is the 5th match. But if they don't have Dawnbringer, they usually pick Runic Blade, and if they don't pick Runic Blade, maybe the Warlord's that battle axe, the red one, sometimes. So we have Ghost Bane up, Valhalla up, and the Priestess as its mana. So we're looking good here. Cast Valkyrie on brown so we can get a bunch of blue and an extra turn. Ghost Bane fires off on their Runic Blade. Try to get rid of that hero as fast as you can. Especially with Runic Blade, because the more times they cast that, the worse it's going to get. Especially if they kill with it. So they get like 10 to each stat. Still have Priestess up, so we could block that Runic Blade if we wanted to. Cast it on our hero to make sure it doesn't hit our hero, but instead it hits our Priestess, knocks it down to 4 health. So they have their hero with 15, and then they have their Hawk. There's the Leaf Storm troop there. I don't know what that last troop is, but we got Valhalla, so we need to find a color to turn to blue that will give us an extra turn. And hopefully a lot of blue mana. Cast it on green, which was decent. Gave us extra turn. Did not get us our Ghost Bane. But now we do have Sunbird up. After taking that purple. Cast that, knock them all down a little bit. Sunbird has 11 health, 11 life, however you want to say it. 10 health and 1 shield. I guess that's what it starts at, I don't know. Because when it resurrects, it gets back to where what it starts with, I guess. I know that's a good troop. Sunbird is a good troop. If you base your team around, then it's dead. As soon as I say that. Did he hit us with Runic Blade there? He has 22 attack with Runic Blade, 20 health, and 10 armor. Look, we're looking like we're a little bit behind here. Not looking great. We could take those skulls and get that yellow there. That might help. Alright. Ooh, hit our Valkyrie with their Hawk. I don't know if that Ghost Bane's gonna kill or not. Ooh, we hit the skulls. That's good. I need to do that. Come on. We could get Valkyrie up. Alright, we kill their bottom troop. They killed our bottom troop. We killed their bottom troop. Now we have Valhalla. Can't find anywhere to use it though. Too bad, because that would have really have helped. Warhawk. Deal 10 damage to an enemy. If they have Hunter's Mark, deal 10 more damage and gain an extra turn. Summon a Leaf Storm. That's the Enrix or whatever it's called. Alright, nowhere to cast Valhalla. This kind of sucks. I wish we had an extra turn with Valhalla. There's only 2 blue on the whole board though, and it's not making an extra turn no matter what color we use. And that's what I'm looking right now at. Trying to decide what to do. Cast Protection on the Valkyrie. So make sure it stays alive long enough to use its spell. They have Runic Blade up again. This is not looking great, because they're going to kill our Priestess and gain 10 to each stat again. It's kind of a blender. A snowball going downhill. Doesn't get any better. The longer you leave up that Runic Blade and the more kills it gets, the worse it's going to get on you. It's just going to keep gaining health and armor and attack every time it kills. Plus you're losing a troop every time it kills. It's like a double whammy. It gets stronger and you get weaker. There we go. Cast it. Had to cast it anyway. Didn't get an extra turn. It killed our Priestess. Gained 10 to every stat. We really need to get rid of something on the other side really quick. This isn't looking great. Hit him with skulls, but he had just gained like 20 life, so we only took away 11 of that. Valkyrie does have barrier. And we almost have our Ghost Bane up. So we're not dead in the water yet. Just need to be very careful. I wasn't very careful and I got killed by skulls. 32 damage to the dome. Good game, I think. That Runic Blade and Warhawk combo kicking my ass. I let the Runic Blade get out of control and it looks like we're going to take a loss. You really got to get rid of that hero class as soon as possible. And I kind of, you know, let it get out of control. I should have paid more attention and got rid of that hero troop faster. No way Valkyrie was going to beat those 3 troops, so defeat. 4-1 is the Ghost Bane right now. It can still do it. It has to go 4-0 the rest of the way. Which is kind of difficult, but it can be done, as we've seen with Serpentine Dagger and Spider Totem both did it. I don't know if they had to go 4-0 twice to do it, but that's what Ghost Bane's gonna have to do. Alright, so we could take purple here. Try to get our Sunbird up. What do they got on the other side there? What is brown and red? They got a Kapeshi, that's a stun and bring you to the front. Urska or something. Corrupted Sorceress. Took some green for... Well, I don't know what's going on there. There's an extra turn. Another extra turn with yellow, that's good. Get our priestess going. Could get that priestess up. Now it's up, so we can put a barrier on something. Oh, it looks like one of the hammers. Where it'll hit and then do adjacent damage. Yeah, 16, 8, and 8. Wow, that hits pretty hard. Almost killed our priestess. Protection on the hero. Could have done it to the priestess since it only has 2 health, but it's not like a big deal if we lose the priestess. So a barrier on the hero before it dies is a good way to go. At least do something useful before we lose it. They got Kapeshi up. We have Sunbird up. We do the Sunbird and kill their hero, that's great. They do Kapeshi and pull the priestess to the front, which is fine. That pretty much just gives our hero another round of damage it can take. They can kill the priestess and then it'll be the hero up front again. Pretty much just gives us another barrier, to be honest. If I would lose the priestess at this point, I'd rather lose that than take a hit on the hero, so no big deal, that's fine. Kapeshi, I've never really liked that troop. All it does is stun and drag you to the front. Unless you hit a troop that relies on its traits, like especially in arena where there is no traits, like it's pretty terrible. It's one of the worst troops for arena. Unless somebody's hiding something in the 3rd spot that they don't want to get hit and like controls their whole team, and you can drag it to the front for some skull damage. That's the only way Kapeshi would be useful at all in arena. It's pretty useless. It's kind of like Fortress Gate. Fortress Gate and Kapeshi, 2 of the most useless troops in arena, just for the record. We got Valhalla. Could do purple. And we do. Now we have Ghost Bane up and a lot of skulls. Could kill the Urska. Get an extra turn there on green. Skulls or Ghost Bane. Ghost Bane takes out the sorceress. They kill our priestess, no big deal, like I said. We still have a barrier on our hero also. And skull damage wins. So There's another win for Ghost Bane. It redeems itself. 5-1. Needs to go on a 3-0 still to be included in the next round. Pretty difficult. We'll see what happens though. Actually, I know what happens, but I don't want to say. It's more interesting if you are on the edge of your seat wondering if it's gonna do it or not. Will it pull it off? It's got to go through a Dawnbringer to do it though now. Because look at this. This guy has Dawnbringer, Peasant, Gnoll, and Knight Coronet. Pretty tough. Pretty tough team to face. Peasant's pretty useless. There are ways to use it, but it's pretty useless. I'd say it's in the Kapeshi and Fortress Gate section of the shitville as far as arena troops. Peasant's not totally useless. I've seen Tacit use it before, like just to show how you can use it, and I've tried it and I've used it before just to see what you can do with it. It's not totally useless, but in arena you don't want that as your common troop. I'd rather have Priestess, and Priestess sucks. Got our Valhalla up. They have their Gnoll. I think Gnoll does Hunter's Mark and some damage maybe. Got Brown extra turn. Won't give us any mana, but will give us an extra turn. And bring some more gems on the board. Different ones that we need. Where can we use Valhalla? Green. Could do green. And we do. So now we have a bunch of blue on the board for our Ghost Bane, which is good. And skulls. Ghost Bane kills their hero, I think with some help from some Skull Cascade. So, glad to get rid of that. Puts us out in front. Ghost Bane looking like it's going to survive another round here. Another match at least. Another battle. It may make it to the next battle. Because at this point, if it loses, it's done. 2 skulls, you're out. It's over. You have to collect whatever reward you get for however many wins you got. Once you lose twice, it's over. Arena's over once you lose twice. It's not like you can lose twice and then on your next time. I was kind of like wondering because I don't lose that much. But yeah, if you lose twice, you're done. It's not 3 times. It's twice. So once you fill up those 2 skulls, game over. Collect your reward for however many wins you got at that point. They just have Knight Coronet left. I protect my hero from Knight Coronet's spell that's coming up. Just for extra safety. Not that it matters too much. I think we're good here. He does hit us, knock off our barrier, but no big deal. Even Sunbird survived. Skull damage for the win. Victory. Battle number 7. Ghost Bane is now 6-1. 2 more to go to make it to the next round. Alright, so 4, that is Sword of Heroes. Deal 9 damage to the first enemy. It only costs 4 mana. That's pretty badass. Rockworm. Deal 7 damage to the last enemy. Create 7 brown gems. Storm's Call. Destroy a column. Give all dragon allies 3 attack and armor. Boosted by yellow gems destroyed. Is Dragotar. Corrupt crystals. Explode a gem and rage a random ally. It's Corrupted Urska. The worm there, one of the best common troops. It's one of those troops that creates its own mana for itself, and that's really good. Does 7 damage to the last enemy and spawns brown, which it uses, which is good. If you spawn your own color, you're just giving yourself another turn eventually. Whole lot of brown there, extra turn. Can we beat this team? Can we survive another round, another battle? or not with Ghost Bane. I think Ghost Bane would be a little bit better if it was like 10 mana maybe instead of 12. Ooh, I just completed a task and got 3 glory keys. I think it was the one where you get however many extra turns or 4 or 5 matches, and you get daily task. You know, get match 5 gems 10 times and you get 3 glory keys. So I think I completed that. More brown, since the worm's spawning the brown, it's putting extra turns on the board. We don't need brown, but we'll take it just to get it off the board so the worm doesn't get it. Once again, if we can match that blue there and get the skulls. Hopefully I do that. I'll be pissed if I don't. Match the blue, get the skulls. Alright, extra turn. Almost done with their hero. 5 health left. Be nice to get it out of there before it hits us, but it doesn't hit for too much. No big deal. Didn't do it. It hits us for 9. We still have 21 health though, and our spell is up. Boom, we hit their worm, knock it down to 4. Got Valhalla, we have skulls. We could kill their hero right now. Come on. Come on. There we go. Killed the hero. Great. They do Corrupted Urska. There's an extra term of skulls there. Let's grab that. Killed. Their second troop is down. They only have 2 left. This is looking good. Third one down. Only the Corrupted Urska left with 14 life. We have Valhalla and protection up. I think we're good. It's gonna come down to the wire, folks. Alright. Come on, Sinny. You got this. There's only 1 troop left. You don't have to think too much. You got 3 of them, 3 troops up. Come on. Get this over with. Sunbird does it. Had a decent amount of health, and that did more damage because of that. So now we're 7-1. 7-1 with Ghost Bane. This is the battle that will determine whether it moves to the next round or it gets thrown in the trash, never to be seen again on this channel. Unless I do a video about hero weapons that aren't any good. You don't want to use a hero weapon that loses. So we're just trying to figure out which ones are the best for each color. Like I said before, Runic Blade, Creeping Death went 8-0. Serpentine Dagger, Spider Totem went 8-1. So not as good, but still made the cut. And Summer's Fury went 8-0 surprisingly, and is in the same class as the Runic Blade and the Creeping Death at this moment. I don't think that'll keep up when we move to hard, but we'll see. And we're determining right now what category to put Ghost Bane in. And right now it's on its last matchup, last battle. 7-1, facing a Dawnbringer, a zombie, a Hellhound, and man, why can't I? Golem, a Obsidian Golem, I think it's called. Got that damn Dawnbringer, man. Just chopped us up so hard. Man, they got barrier on every troop. Dawnbringer is the best hero weapon right now, I think. You gotta go in the Soul Forge and spend a lot of resources to get it, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna have to get it. That's gonna have to be my next goal. Because I definitely need to put that on this challenge. I need to save up and get the Dawnbringer. That's gotta be my goal on Arena. Or fucking Gems of War. Try not to cuss for no reason. Sorry about that, but sometimes it comes out. Yeah, so I really need to get Dawnbringer just to test it out next. Whatever the resources you need to get it, I think I'm going to go for that, and that's going to be my goal on Gems of War starting now.
Mana surge.
Because I really need to get all those hero weapons out of the Soul Forge if I'm going to really do this research that I'm doing. I got to have access to all the hero weapons, but I can test the ones I've got right now. It's going to take a while anyway. I might as well do the ones that I have and get their data now. Get their tests done. Ooh, they killed my hero. That's not good. Now I have 2 troops that can't do damage and 1 that is almost dead. It's going to resurrect itself if it survives. Nope. Well, I can resurrect once, but it's not going to help anything. Looks like Ghost Bane is going to be the first weapon to not pass the test. It's going to fail. Ghost Bane fails, everybody. Ghost Bane fails. It gets thrown in the trash. It will not go to the next round. It did win 7 times, though, so I get a decent reward. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, like if you have, share and tell a friend, please, and comment below and I'll respond. And I'll see you next time.